What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be reacting to the sensational debut of Lewis Hamilton. I am very much looking forward to this video. This video is right up my street. One of you actually DM'd me on Instagram requesting this video because yes, I do react to loads of other motorsports at the moment, so I get people messaging me being like, oh, please like react to F1 again, like, because I live by F1, so and I don't want to move away from it just because I'm reacting to other motorsports. I want to be able to do all motorsports. So yes, I was glad when someone messaged me and said, can you react to this video? I was like, yes, I will react to that video. So I'd like to react to more F1 videos, but I'm trying to find ones. It's really difficult for me to find ones that I haven't seen. But like longer videos like this, I haven't seen, like video or like documentaries. No, I haven't seen them. I'll watch like short F1 videos, but no ones like this. I think this one's like half an hour. We're going to react to this video, but before we do that, make sure you subscribe. Over half of you that watch my videos still aren't subscribed. Just hit the bell, it takes 2 seconds, and if you'd like to become a member on this channel and receive exclusive perks, you can also do that by hitting the join button down below. Right, let's go.
It's the start of the 2006 United States Grand Prix. There was chaos. 2006.
I was 2.
There were bruised egos and literal bruised body.
Bruised egos and bruised bodies.
Bits of what used to be your car ain't the most ideal way to go about starting a race. But then again, these kinds of things just happen, so most people just took it for what it was. An incident. But once
an incident! He did not just Charles Leclerc me like that. Are you kidding? If you understand that reference, I love you. Oh my god, no. Most euphoric noise ever, guys. Lights out and away we go. Okay, sorry, I had to say it.
Piquet in front, scoring valuable points. That left this driver with only 2 options. Break down and cry, like I would. Or do what he did and charge like hell.
Hammer time? It's hammer time. Come on.
After car, he scythed past all of them, displaying some brilliant racecraft, things you only really ever see of drivers that have the innate driving ability within them. He kept moving up through the pack, he got into the points, past rival Piquet, up onto the podium, and ended up finishing in 2nd place.
Wow.
Sure, not quite a win, but to go from 18th to 2nd in a drive like that.
Yeah, that's impressive.
But no matter how much he applied himself, the reality was that Fernando Alonso would be his teammate.
Yeah.
The 2-time reigning world champion. One of the quickest drivers you would ever see in a Grand Prix car. A ferocious...
Could you imagine them two being teammates now? Like,
even if by compared to the rookies of today, he would have a lot more testing and thus be...
I mean, even next season, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, like, what? I can't get over it. I know Leclerc isn't a world champion, but still insane.
He was certainly nervous heading into the weekend. I mean, how could he...
Yeah, I'd be absolutely shitting it. The amount of pressure.
Those that saw him as a prodigy, those that thought he wouldn't stand up to the task. Once those lights went out, it was only then where the world would see what Lewis was really made of.
Yes. I got chills. Because we all know what he's made of now.
In your Formula 1 debut, you got onto the podium from around 18 months ago, where he briefly lost his McLaren backing as...
And Kimmy's there. Sorry.
In his Grand Prix debut as a McLaren driver, standing alongside, if you discount Robert, the 2 best drivers in Formula 1 at the time. Then thoughts started rushing through his head of, was this just a one-off? Can I sustain this? Whatever may come though, seeing his father Anthony...
Oh no, stop. I'm gonna cry.
Raikkonen then took heed and began to charge after Lewis. No matter what he tried, however, Lewis remained ahead until...
I love watching like the old races because I obviously didn't watch them at the time. I was just a little baby.
But for anybody with any amount of experience, his feet had not left the podium ever since he had broken in.
Like I said before, for rookie season, doing pretty well. Pretty well is an understatement there.
Ever since Nigel Mansell retired from Formula 1, the attendance figures for the British Grand Prix were just never quite the same as they were before. But in 2007, that all changed. Lewis's success had captured some of the hype.
Wow, already. There's so many people like cheering for him.
Quite exciting when you're flying, you know, head first into a barrier. The initial part. The initial part.
See, that clip is insane now because his accent has changed like so much. Like he sounds like a proper British lad there.
And all of this came to a head in Hungary. During qualifying, Lewis disobeyed team orders and didn't allow Alonso past him in the running order.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Passed by Raikkonen, but whatever his reasons, this put the Lord of the Eyebrows at a disadvantage.
Lord of
into a
the
dark
Eyebrows.
mood. Now, these types of disagreements happen all the time in Formula One. Senna and Prost, Villeneuve and Pironi, Lance Stroll, and consistency.
Lance Stroll and consistency. I can't.
React? Well, toward the end of the final session, McLaren stacked their drivers in the pit lane to allow for space on track for a final lap. Fernando was in front of Lewis, and when McLaren gestured for him to go, he just sat there, with Lewis stuck behind him. Everyone knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And ultimately what this meant was that Lewis wouldn't have enough time to set another lap, and Fernando would take pole position.
Of course he would.
Until the stewards decided to step in, strip him of said pole position, and hand him the death penalty.
Death penalty?
Almost. Initially, Lewis thought that this was Ron Dennis's way of getting him back after ignoring those team orders. But on the contrary, Dennis had thrown his headphones to the ground in a fit of rage.
Yeah,
he had already lived
as you
through one
would.
civil war in his team. Now he was beginning to realize
Oh shit, here we go again.
it was also decided that, for this round, McLaren were to be barred from scoring any constructors' points. McLaren would appeal this, only for the FIA to say,
What's this appeal thing that you talk of? Never heard of that.
Lewis went on to win the race on Sunday, but over the next few rounds, he struggled to maintain the consistency that he held over the first half of the season. The weather still remained the same. Cold,
Wet
damp,
and rainy.
miserable, kind of like England, and exactly the type of conditions
I was going to say, Lewis probably did so well that race because we just live in rain, don't we?
While Lewis still had the upper hand, Fernando and Kimi were all in with a shot at winning the title. It was an outside chance for the Finn, but it was still a chance. And for Fernando, this could be as simple as finishing.
The fact that all the points for every driver are so close. I missed that kind of racing. Not the 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. Sorry, had to just say it again.
And after getting bogged down by the Ferrari ahead, Fernando went on by for 3rd place. Fernando was the one driver that Lewis could not afford to allow to get too far ahead. He kept on his gearbox, and it all
Oh, that was so close.
and then
Did his gearbox just go? Oh no.
dead. Gone. There was nothing. His gearbox had caught an early flight home and left Lewis to fend for
no.
himself. Cars kept screaming by, whilst Lewis was screaming at his dirty, no-good vermin box of gears. Then, after 30 seconds, the car was reanimated after Lewis gave the computer the kiss of life and thus got back into
came
the
back.
race. However, at this stage, he had dropped from P6 all the way down to P18.
Oh.
This was a disaster. He probably remembered at that moment that losing this many
Sounds like his GP2 championship.
Alonso up ahead scoring points and all. This scenario left Lewis with only 2 options. Break down and cry, like I would have, or do what he did, and charge like hell.
Yeah, summertime.
After 17 races, the top 3 of the championship were all separated by 1 point. And of all of them, it was Kimi Raikkonen who triumphed and became the 2007 Formula One World Champion. Lewis had missed out by a single
Oh, the Ferrari in red and white. You kidding? Bring it back. I miss it.
beyond his experience, beyond any.
He managed to get the car going again and then make his way up the field.
But for those of us who remember watching that 2007 season, we remembered
I was 3, so don't. I've heard great things about it.
was probably this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lewis Hamilton!
Look how young he looks there.
After that race, Ron Dennis profusely apologized for his malcontent gearbox, but Lewis merely quipped, "Yeah, we'll get him next year." I guess that talk of letting a cooler head prevail paid dividends in the end, because like the time where he was on the path to getting his first ever race win, he knew it wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. And the rest, obviously,
Oh,
was
I got
history.
chills. Yep, I loved that video. I mean, I didn't. Obviously, I was born in 2004, so I wasn't watching it in 2007. But we all know about Lewis Hamilton, and we all know about his insane rookie season and the amount of championships that he's won. So I knew that the 2007 season was great. Like, I'd heard many great things about it. But watching it there and then getting like so much detail on it as well, was incredible. If there was a video like that for every year that he's won a championship, I'd 100% watch it, because that just like really puts it into perspective. Yeah. Not many words to describe that video. I absolutely loved it. So with that being said, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to react to, drop them in the comments. I'm working my way through everybody's suggestions at the moment. If you did want to check out any of my other socials, they are all linked down below. And if you want to become a member on this channel and receive exclusive perks, you can also do that by hitting the join button down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's reaction, and I will catch you next time for the next one. Bye.